Alright, hey everyone. This is going to be a different review than what I've done in the past. You've heard me talk about video games before and even a little smidge of politics. Tonight, I'm going to treat you to something different. It's going to be a game/movie review. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means this. The new Hitman film, which is going to be coming out this Tuesday into the Blockbuster stores. Now, I watched this movie from beginning to end, and I think I should let you know my top 10 scoring of it right now. 10 being like Star Wars Empire Strikes Back level, 1 being something similar to The Grudge or Godfather 3. I'd have to say that this got a 5. Now, it gets its 5 rating because it goes to both sides of the spectrum. It goes to being the greatest movie ever made to being the worst movie ever made in several different points. It starts with bad storytelling, and the storytelling goes, there's a lot of plot holes, there's a lot of weird spots where you won't understand it unless you've played the games. I try to enter comic book movies and video game movies with keeping in mind of no previous knowledge of the series. Like if I'm watching Resident Evil, I sit down and I say, well, okay, I don't know who Umbrella is right now. I have no idea who the Umbrella Corporation is right now. Go. Same thing with this. I don't know who the organization is. I don't know who Agent 47 is. I don't know who his contacts are. I know nothing about him. Start the story. And they did not tell the story very well. They didn't tell Agent 47 very well. You kind of get the idea that he was raised as a child. There's a scene with a priest, and so you don't know if he's working for a religious organization. But it seems kind of odd how a Catholic organization would be doing free assassinations on anyone. They constantly say clients. You don't know if they're just killing evil clients or evil people working for good clients, stuff like that. You don't really know unless you've really played the game and you know the backstory. So this movie is really directed at you Game Boys who really love the Hitman series. Next, I have to hit on this is the casting. The guy who plays Agent 47, you might recognize him. I can never pronounce his last name, so I've kind of given up on trying. But he played the villain in Live Free or Die Hard, the latest Die Hard film. I did not agree with that casting whatsoever. After watching it, I still didn't agree with it. I think Jason Statham, the man from the Transporter series, Chaos, War, he was even in the movie Snatch with Brad Pitt. I believe that he would have been the correct decision. He has a great martial arts talent in films. He's obviously, since the Transporter, he obviously has been able to use firearms in an action movie environment, and I think he was the perfect person. He's very cold, very just stonewall. Just no emotion, just stonewall. And unfortunately, I believe his name's Timothy something, playing Agent 47, he emotes very well. The problem is you're not supposed to show emotion. That's the problem with the character. There's scenes where he's kind of smiling, where he might be thinking, well, what am I doing? What's the point of this? It's not like Agent 47 to question himself at any one point. He doesn't question himself. He has a job. He has an assignment. He has a mission. He must finish it. End of story. So, they tweak the character a little bit. However, they do a lot of homages to the game series, starting with his syringe. There's scenes where he uses his syringes. There's one point where he quickly switches out into a soldier's uniform, which, if you play the game, and you've done on more than one occasion, there's a point where he hides some bodies in a crate and nails it shut. A lot of stuff which you see very similar to the games, to the sniper rifles, is obviously his 2 very famous handguns. Just a lot more and more into the game series. And so I have to say that they definitely, if you're a fanboy, you will enjoy that factor. You'll be really happy with that. But if you were coming into this the way I do, knowing nothing, just say like, okay, I know nothing at all, you're going to come away confused. There's a point where a woman named Diana suddenly calls him and says, "I can be forced with retirement for contacting you directly." You know, if at no point has Diana been explained who she is, her involvement with him, and you believe, well, maybe it's been the chick talking to him on the computer, but you don't really know. Is she his boss? What ties to the organization does she have? It's not really explained at all. Definitely a weird film, because you see when he's training as a young child, you see a priest, a Catholic priest. You know, I think it was either a Bible or a cross, but he's holding something religious in his hand. And you have to keep in mind, well, okay, he's raised by a religious, church-bound organization, so why is it that he's killing innocent people to finish his mission? Does he believe that the ends justify the means? I mean, there's a point where he shoves a small amount of C4 down someone's throat, allows this person to be tortured, and then detonates the C4 so he can kill his target. Which wasn't even the man. The man was an innocent bystander of the entire thing. So there's a lot of conflict of character, and it's not explained why this is. There's another scene where if you are, this is where it hurts if you're actually a fan of the series. There's a scene where he's supposed to, well, he is going to kill someone. This guy's a cop. He's been chasing him down. Now he has an opportunity to kill him. And the woman that he's escorting says, "Don't kill him. Don't kill him." And he doesn't. Okay, since when was Agent 47 supposed to bear any emotion whatsoever or have any human sense? I mean, he's not human. Okay, he is a killer. A cold-blooded, calculating, malicious killer. He knows what he's doing. Yet, for some reason, this woman can just walk in and completely change all that. It doesn't make much sense to the character if you are a fan of the series. So, in the end, I had to give it a 5. You know, great action scenes. If you just love action movies, definitely rent this. If not, buy it. But if you're a fan of the series, you might want to watch this once or twice, build your own opinion of it. If you are a fan of the series, you're definitely going to enjoy how much of the game you really see. Although a lot of it takes place in St. Petersburg, there's part in Niger, in Africa, there's a part in Istanbul. You know, maybe like a small part that looks like it might be U.S. territory. So you definitely do see a lot of the game coming out into it, but there's also conflicts with the game, conflicts with story, character, bad storytelling. You know, and it does seem too comedic. You know, he just seems to be too funny at times. You know, and yeah, it's really not like the character. He's quick. He's bam, 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 bam. He's not the kind of person who would hold a gun up to someone's head, smile, and then pull the trigger. It's not his character. He doesn't smile. But he does actually in the film. He smiles about 4 or 5 times. And they tried to put a love story in there, which kind of conflicted with the character that we've come to know. So in the end, 5 out of 10. Not the worst film I've ever seen, but certainly not the best. A must rent, but some of you might want to hold off on buying it. Alright, let's see. Whoop. I should be heading off to bed here right now. As I've said in all my other videos, if you have a game that you wish reviewed or have any questions, let me know. And now, I'm officially starting movie reviews, so if there's any upcoming new releases that you wish for me to review before they come out into DVD, or if there's a movie that you're looking for and you want me to find and see if you want me to do a review for you, let me know. I have all the time in the world, and I will take every request and I will do a video to it. Later.